Hi, my name is Maureen and Today FM rocks in Mombasa.
Bola, my name is Mark. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Makassi.
Hey, Bula from Rocky. I'm Mentor. I love listening to Today FM because they're playing my hits. Today FM rocks.
My name is Enrico. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Suba.
Hi, I'm Masarika and I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Siva. I'm from Bat. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In this bulletin, Prime Minister ready for forum meeting. No progress in missing helicopter search. And new buses will improve traffic congestion. After a lapse of 11 years, Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama will attend the Pacific Islands Forum Leaders meeting in Tuvalu with an open mind. While Bainimarama didn't attend in the past, a representative from Fiji was always present at the forum. Bainimarama says the talks at the forum will focus on climate change.
We're going to a country, a nation that is going to go under if we don't look after the issues of climate change. So that's basically what I'm going to take there. Besides everything else, I haven't felt any animosity from any country so far.
The Pacific Islands Forum Leaders meeting will be held in Tuvalu from Monday. There is still no progress in the search for the downed helicopter and its remaining 2 passengers. On a medical evacuation from Naitamba Island to Lambasa Hospital, the helicopter crashed in the waters of Natewa Bay in Vanuatu last Friday. Appointed by the government, independent investigator Andrew McGregor has also begun working with the search and recovery team. Eleanor Turangaivu has the story.
Not wasting any time, New Zealand independent investigator Andrew McGregor got down to business when he arrived at the search and recovery operation area at Nuku near Vanuatu village in Sangani.
We do have a couple of avenues of interest which we are pursuing, but we can't get very far until we find the wreckage.
The focus of the operation still lies on finding the helicopter wreckage, believed to be submerged somewhere along the Natewa Bay, as well as the bodies of the pilot and the 2-year-old child who was on board when it crashed.
At the moment, our focus is quite wide and broad because we don't know very much, and we have to keep our interests broad in order to be able to fully understand and comprehend anything that comes before us.
The last known location of the helicopter was 3.6 nautical miles east of Cortasere. Today, several teams were deployed to search for debris from the helicopter within the vicinity.
The parts that have been found are really only minor parts like seat cushions and maybe a door and so on. That isn't really enough to help at this stage. My interest is ensuring that the wreckage and evidence which is found is disturbed as least as possible.
The weather has not made the search and recovery operation any easier, given the wide expanse of the Natewa Bay. McGregor hopes that with further assistance, the wreckage will be found within the next few days. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
Minister for Employment Parveen Kumar has highlighted some of the issues raised by the International Labour Organization Committee on application of standards for Fiji in relation to ILO Convention 87. Kumar says the ILO requested the government to provide a detailed response into allegations by the Fiji Trades Union Congress into the claims made by trade unionists that they continue to be harassed. The minister says they informed the ILO that trade unions are able to organize and carry out activities without any reference and harassment from the government.
The Fijian constitution ensures that all workers have the right to fair employment practice, including the right to join a trade union and to participate in its activities.
The Ministry of Trade has welcomed the centralized invoicing system initiative that will link up importers, wholesalers, retailers and consumers to the tax office. Minister Pramila Kumar says this will be a first-of-its-kind system. The initiative will be implemented by the Fiji Revenue and Customs Service.
This has been an extremely important step. not only to better capture revenue data, but also to provide platform where the government would be able to provide targeted assistance by tracking the financial progress of a business.
The government and the police will continue to consider the need for police posts along Victoria Parade in Suva. This after concerns raised that this area is now becoming a hub for illegal activity. Late last month, people were attacked and robbed along Victoria Parade in Suva, and a group was also caught in security footage. Defence Minister Inya Seratu says they will make an assessment on the need for police posts based on the trends.
If there is a need for physical presence in the area, we will have to consult the stakeholders, particularly the Municipal Council, FRA and all, so that we can help. It's an option, but I've talked about working smarter within this environment, and the use of technology perhaps will help us in still creating the same effects but minimize costs, which will be good for government and the general public in the long term.
The government believes better buses will help improve traffic congestion during peak hours. Questions over the increasing number of vehicles came up in Parliament this morning. It was highlighted that use of public transport has to be encouraged, and zero duty on buses will enable operators to improve their fleets.
So again, for the buses, in order to encourage better quality buses, because people don't want to get on buses if it's got tarpaulin in its windows and it's leaking and what have you. So we've zero-rated duty on buses also now, again, that's to get more or refleet the bus system in Fiji.
The Suva Private Hospital and MEOT's relationship is not a public-private partnership and has nothing to do with the government. Attorney General Ayaz Sayed Kayum, in clarifying this, said a classic example of such a partnership is the Lautoka and Ba Hospital, where 80% of the two hospitals is owned by the FNPF and 20% by Aspen Australia. Sayed Kayum said MEOT has a commercial arrangement with the Suva Private Hospital, which is owned by the Bank of the South Pacific.
Please understand that the MEOT presence at Suva Private is a relationship between BSP and MEOT. It's got nothing to do with government. They, of course, have been the beneficiaries of the tax incentive we've given because they were able to get the tax concession.
The Fiji National Provident Fund has stated that employers failing to register new staff will result in a penalty of $5,000. Chief Executive Chauchi Kori says despite awareness, some prominent employers are still failing to pay staff contributions. Kori is warning employers to fulfill their superannuation obligation to avoid unnecessary penalties. The chief executive says they are aware of cases where members have been told by their employers to register themselves, and this is wrong under the law. Coming up, preparations for 2019 Dean's Finals heats up, and Flying Fijians look at new techniques to surprise Samoa. Stay with us.
Ahoy tabua, aku do talitay na warong na Bula FM, nambando na seri.
Bula, alang gono ilutoka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti nambando na seri.
Ni Bula binaka, nanregen go sa Bula FM nga, na kasi.
Nalang go sa mundo atibyo ng Bula FM nambando na seri nusuri.
Ni Bula binaka, nalang go Jerry, yang melambasa, do warong na Bula FM, nambando.
Bula FM, nambando na seri.
Welcome back. All eyes are now on the Dean's Final, and Ratuganda School wants to do better than its last match. Under-16 rugby team manager Timothy Satakala says there is always room for improvement. With only a few more days of preparation remaining before the under-16 final clash against Queen Victoria School, Satakala says they are leaving no stone unturned. Satakala says they have analyzed the game against Ba Provincial Freebird Institute and know which areas need more work.
I think the ruck, we need to improve on the ruck, and our attack, there were a lot of disruption to attack, and we need to be patient and keep up with momentum to score tries.
Meanwhile, the Queen Victoria School Under-16 team is also preparing in full swing. Coach Semola Yalayala says they are aware of the nature of competition RKS will provide on the field.
We are line speed. We work a lot on that. We have to improve on our line speed and even our tackle and also our defensive line. We have to improve on that.
All 2019 Vodafone Deans finals will be played at Lawanga Park in Singatoka on Saturday. Fiji Airways Flying Fijians coach John McKee says they're incorporating some new ideas into their game plan ahead of their Pacific Nations Cup match against Samoa. McKee says they want to surprise Samoa with a change in the game pattern.
So, working on our areas around our defensive system and around our contact zone breakdown, we're expecting a very physical game, and we'll have to work very hard at the defensive line and at the gain line and attack.
There's healthy competition amongst Flying Fijians Alivereti Veitokani, Ben Volavola and Josh Matavesi when it comes to kicking penalties and conversions. Matavesi says there is no animosity among the three fly halves.
There's no venom there, it's happy competition. I want Fiji to do well and Ben wants the same, so whoever gets picked on the day, it's fair competition.
The Fiji Airways Flying Fijians will face Samoa in the third Pacific Nations Cup clash at 7:15 p.m. on Saturday at ANZ Stadium in Suva. There are no injury concerns for the Lautoka team, and they're planning to take home the Ink Mobile Battle of the Giants trophy. Lautoka registered 2 wins and a draw in pool play. Coach Ajinesh Prasad says their training sessions are up to par.
We have been preparing well, so we are ready to play. After all, you have to play football on the pitch, so we are not concerned where we are playing, but yeah, we are ready.
And Lambasa football coach Ronnie Lal says they will need to iron out a few issues before their semi-final match. He says while the team performed well against Samoa in the last pool match, there is still some improvement needed.
Probably finishing, we should have been 5 up in the first half, but our finishing let us down. That's one of the main problems, so we'll work on that. Got another week for that.
Lambasa takes on Nasino in the first semi-final of the 2019 Ink Mobile Battle of the Giants tournament at 6:30 p.m. this Saturday, while Lautoka will meet Suva at 8:30 p.m. The final will be held at 4 p.m. on Sunday. All the matches will be played at Lautoka's Churchill Park. Expect showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. The rainy weather will spread to the rest of the group from tomorrow, temperatures to dip as low as 22 degrees. That is your FBC News Now. Remember to join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Good afternoon.
My name is Neha and I'm from Kadavi, and Mirchi FM it's hot.
हम आंचल है नसोरी से मिर्ची एफएम बहुत जुलूम.
Hi, हम शरद प्रकाश बात करते हैं अल्तावा में मिर्ची एफएम सबकंसन and मिर्ची एफएम it's hot.
Hi, my name is Prashant. I live in Suva. I love Mirchi FM because Mirchi FM it's hot.
Hi, I'm Shane. I love listening Mirchi FM because it's awesome and it's hot.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Shavi. We love listening to Mirchi FM in Lambasa.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.